Well, good morning. It's Jim Goss and Jim Pro here on the 2018 Western Corn Belt Crop Tour, sponsored by our friends at Lansing Trade Group. We're here in northern Iowa, Hardin County. We're just north of Eldora, Iowa, south of Route 20 for those folks that really don't know where that's at. I would tell you that this is the driest field that we've been in on the entire tour. This field is the only one I've walked out of. I didn't have mud on my feet. It's not dry. Don't get yourself all bulled up that we're in a drought here. It's just the driest field we're in. This field is 39,600 population. It's V8 to V10. Good looking stand of corn. Talk a little bit about a couple of the other stops we had this morning. We left Omaha about 6 o'clock this morning, ended up traveling west down Route 80, got to Cass County, Iowa. That's our only stop on this tour in Iowa that's south of Route 80. We're about 2 miles south of Route 80. Hill country. Generally that spot there had been dry until about 2 weeks ago. Farmer stopped and chatted with us, said he had about 9 inches of rain over the last 2 weeks. Again, it's hill country. The crop looked phenomenal. That stop, we had 20-inch row corn. It was over the top of my head. I tweeted out a picture. You see that earlier this morning. But it was 42,600 population in those 20-inch rows, and we were at V12, almost V13. We were a day or two away from some tassels starting to emerge. Our second stop of the day was at one of my managed farms in Greene County, Iowa. That's in central Iowa. We're about 10 miles west of the Farm Progress Show site there in Boone. It's a little town called Grand Junction. The corn there looked tremendous. Again, it was pretty wet there. We hadn't lost much crop. Corn was again over my head. We're looking at a weekend to start pollination. About 37,900 plants where I looked at it. However, the tenant did tell us while we were standing there talking with him that that spot had variable rate population, and I was in the high spot for population, low spot of the field, so he was curious. He wanted to send me back out to check some other spots, and that was about 9 o'clock. The corn plants were still wet, so that was also a corn on corn field. So we're going to head further east here. We're going to end up in central Iowa here, just east of Cedar Rapids this afternoon. We'll shoot another video probably about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock tonight. But what we're seeing as a general rule is northern part of Iowa here. Once we got north of my farm there, just off of Route 20, or Route 30, sorry, we saw some potholes. Don't see big field disasters. Those holes are going to be there every year when you get a little too much rain at one time. Crop looks good out in here. You know, you see a lot of counties, you see corn the same size. We're going to see some pollination go from starting this weekend for a lot of it to maybe as late as 2 weeks from now. And then that bottom third of pollination is going to happen 2 weeks after that, so toward the end of July. But what we're seeing so far is a good growing crop out here in Iowa. We'll let you know what we see this afternoon. For Jim Pro, this is Jim Goss. Great to talk to you.